I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Today I'm live at CES at Panasonic Creator Studio with Chris Boylan, Editor-in-Chief of Big Picture, Big Sound. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey, so how'd you get this job?
Well, actually, I started Big Picture, Big Sound as a hobbyist about 10 years ago because I was really into movies and the technology that you use to watch movies at home and listen to music. So, since it was a passion for me, I started a site. I found some like-minded friends that were into reviewing movies, reviewing gear, and the rest is history.
What were you doing before that?
Well, I've been in the music industry and I've been in the software industry.
Okay. So you had some skills?
I had some skills, yeah, I guess, a little bit. I had a lot of web experience, building websites, so that helped. But really, the passion for me of the technology and gadgets and stereo systems goes back to when I was probably 12 or 13 years old. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people watching this show, they're content creators.
Yeah.
And they want the secret sauce. Talk to us about audience development, how you've found your voice and found your audience.
Well, I think the best advice I could give is try to write about something that you're passionate about. If you're just going through the motions or you're just trying to find a topic that's popular, readers, viewers may detect that it's not really something that you care a lot about.
Yeah.
So write about things from the heart, and I think that the audience will come. Obviously, it's good to design your pages to show up in search engines and things like that, and also grow your audience on social. Make sure you can build a following on Facebook, Twitter, etc.
What do you do when that doesn't happen? So I have all the passion. I'm a starving artist. I'm super talented, and no one notices me.
Find a good day job.
I guess the point I want to make.
You can edit that out.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's all good. So maybe the misperception is that a lot of these successful people, like yourself, are this overnight success.
I would,
Talk about the process.
So when I first started the site, I guess I started actually writing for other publications and getting some experience. Sites that had already been established, publications that had already been out there, and networking. I mean, for this industry, you have to know people in the PR industry, whether it's movies or electronics, and get to know them, cultivate those relationships, and try to network with other fellow journalists and other people that write about the technology. Share links. Maybe post links to their websites on Twitter and on Facebook, and show that you're interested in helping them grow as well.
So it's collaborative.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think once you've established yourself as being a voice, then again the audience will follow it.
So how long did that take?
3 years probably before we got to the point where it was pretty self-sustaining. It was generating enough traffic.
Yeah, and when did it go from I to we?
Actually, very beginning. The guy who I started the website with, a friend from way back, who was the movie guy. He was the guy who reviewed the movies. He had a catalog of about 400 movie reviews already, and so he was on the movie side. I was on the technology side, and we collaborated and formed the site together. And then from coming to shows like this, like CES, I'd find writers that were like-minded and needed work, and so hire them mostly freelance to write about things they enjoy, and then host it all on the website and build the content that way.
Awesome. Where else does your content live? So you have a website, that's your home base, that's fine. Talk to us about some of your social outposts. So are you on YouTube?
We are actually. I've only kind of recently discovered YouTube as a really great way to post things like tutorials and how-tos. There was a particular issue with a tablet that it just wouldn't power up. Something I bought for my daughter. I'm not going to say the brand name because that might be inappropriate, but wouldn't turn on. And I figured out that if you took the tablet apart, disconnected an internal battery cable and reconnected it, it would start taking the charge again. So I wrote an article about it, and it was very popular, but I was linking to somebody else's YouTube video. So I'm like, I can do this. So my wife, got the camera, we filmed the video, and it's at about almost 500,000 views in just about 10 months. So,
that's awesome.
And that's, without really any promotional work. It went out there, it was a topic, clearly other people had the same problem, and people were finding it, and that really helped to get our name out there.
So what do you think the secret sauce is for a video to be shared? You can't make a viral video.
No, you can't try to.
You don't try to. Videos go viral for different reasons. What do you think the secret sauce is?
I think that, again, the easiest way to get a video that's going to be popular would be to find a topic where there's a pain point or an interest level. One of the other videos that I made recently that was very popular was the new Tesla, the Model X. It's something that I'm very interested and excited about. I had access to the design studio where you can design the car. That's not public yet. So I walked through it, did a screen capture of that, and showed people what all the options looked like and how cool it all looked. Published that, and then again, people who were enthusiasts would find it, share it with their friends that are fellow, Tesla fans, and that's another way. So again, popular topics, and try to, do something unique, something that 100 people haven't already done before.
Yeah. So how are you monetizing your content?
For the website, it's traditional advertising.
And sponsored, okay.
Yeah, and then also whatever remainder inventory is through Google. You can get a relationship with Google to place ads on your website, and you just get checks every month.
So pretty standard, pretty
yeah, and on YouTube, it's you just click the monetize button, right, and then you get ads on your YouTube videos.
What's something non-traditional or non-standard that you guys are looking at as potential growth areas? So let's say, I'm making it up, Snapchat is predicted to be huge next year. It's been big this year, but still it's just the early adopters and kids. But next year it's supposed to really come in full circle. Is there any technology or platform or something you're thinking about looking forward next year or the year after as maybe a big thing?
Haven't thought that far in advance. YouTube has got us covered from the video perspective. In terms of content, we've got the website, slideshows, that kind of technology.
Well, are you sharing it anywhere else? Like, are you adapting it natively for Facebook? It's huge on video, right?
Yeah, we haven't yet. We'll share the because I haven't seen the opportunity there, to really monetize the content. We share our content on Facebook. We'll post a link on Facebook, and we've got about maybe 10,000 followers that will follow the link, view it, engage with it, and we also share in Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, the standard sources.
So your audience isn't on Facebook then?
They are, but we try to bring them from Facebook to our site to view the content instead of putting all the content resident on the Facebook platform. Okay. Maybe it's not the best approach. Maybe there's an opportunity there.
Facebook is blowing up for video. They're making a huge run at YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And brands and creators and people are seeing a ton of success uploading natively to Facebook.
Okay.
Versus
just linking to
right. Because Mark and the team at Facebook are smart, and they're trying to monetize their site.
True.
And they are, remember when we all had a Facebook page and all of our fans saw it?
Yeah.
Like 100% of them?
Oh yeah.
Back in the day?
Right.
Well, there's that opportunity right now for video.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to catch up to YouTube and be a player in the video space.
I see.
So it's not really pay to play like it is now for other posts.
Yeah.
In the algorithm, they are rewarding native video versus YouTube links.
Well, now you're teaching me something. That's great.
This is all about delivering value.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Right now, it's a big opportunity. Now, if I were to predict what's going to happen, if we see what happened with,
MySpace?
No, just like with posts on Facebook in general, how it was wide open and everyone was seeing it. We got lots of fans and eyeballs. The same thing will probably happen at some point with native video. And keep in mind, Instagram's kind of the same thing right now. Instagram's a hot platform. Facebook owns Instagram.
Right.
So we'll see. It's an interesting play for eyeballs, engagement,
absolutely,
and the whole video space.
Yeah, and if there were one thing I would recommend people do not do, and that would be to just grow your follower count just to reach a number. There's a lot of really bad ways to increase your follower count. Twitter, for example, you can buy 10,000 followers for $100. If you do that, they're all fake. They don't actually exist. So they don't engage with your content. And as you were kind of...
Or they only speak Russian.
Well, maybe, right? No, a lot of them are pure fake, just fake IDs, and they even tell you that when they sell to you. But what happens is the way the engagement algorithms work is that it'll deliver your content, your link or your post out to maybe your 10 or 20 or 50 closest friends, and then if they engage with it, it'll go out to a wider audience. If the 100 people that see it on Twitter don't exist, then they're not engaging, and then it goes nowhere else. So you really want your follower counts to be genuine, you want them to be real, you want them to be people who are interested in what you have to say.
Let's underscore that. What we should be measuring in terms of metrics is not how famous we become, or the number of likes. It really is about shares, and it's about comments and engagement.
It's engagement, exactly.
It's real people. And it's an opportunity for the brand to engage one-to-one or one-to-many if you catch an influencer, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. So maybe we'll try a Facebook video.
You should. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity. And Instagram, obviously. And then, some of the experts are saying, watch out for Snapchat because it could really be even bigger than we imagined.
Really, it's an opportunity for potentially monetizing content.
Well, the reason is social is not good for monetizing.
Right.
Social is good for what it says. The media part is it's confusing, and marketers ruin everything. I think Gary Vaynerchuk said that.
Yeah.
Because social media, if we're just pushing messages out, what good does it do?
Right.
You ought to be pulling people in with delivering value, whether it's educating them how to fix the
how to hook up a sound bar. Yeah, that's another popular
what
article.
you guys are doing a big picture, big sound. Talking about cool content and whatever, all the stuff that you're doing. But social is good for creating relationships.
Yeah.
And social, everything and nothing has changed about social. It's still that small little town where it's word of mouth and word gets out that something's good.
Right.
People tell their friends now. Just social has no barriers.
Right.
No geography, no time.
Right.
Zones and all that.
One expression I've heard, which I kind of agree with, is don't do social, be social.
Yeah.
So if you're going to post something on Facebook or on Twitter, or engage with it. If someone replies, reply right back to them.
Yeah.
Don't just share your own content. Share lots of other people's content that's similar. It's something that you find cool that then hopefully your readers are going to find cool as well.
I mean, the TV is good for broadcasting, right?
Right.
We're conditioned just to watch it. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Right.
But social is good for two-way exchange.
Yeah, and actually we use Facebook as a comments platform. So when we do write an article, put it out there, we immediately monitor the comments and get a lot of interaction, a lot of new content that way, and new story ideas too, from people asking questions on the comments.
Yeah.
So.
We're here in the studio. We're talking a little bit about 4K. How important or not important is higher production value, you think, going forward? I have my own opinions on it, but
yeah, I'm sure. And I haven't explored, really stepping it up a notch, like to really make it look like a professional production, like a CNET production. Those guys are certainly pros. For me, at least so far, the content talks, but it can't look like something so amateur that it's just like some kid with a cell phone.
Yeah.
So I think that 4K is obviously it's the future, right? I mean, if you look around here, it's hard to even find a TV that isn't 4K, right? But in the mobile, in the small form content, and even on YouTube on desktop, I think that a high production video broadcast, even if it's not 4K, if it's 1080p or even 720p, is going to be received well.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing, personally as a creator, is there's a lot of people. The barriers to entry have never been lower, right? I can shoot.
You can shoot 4K on a phone now.
Yeah. Right. And so, but based on the lens and the quality or the storytelling that you shot on the phone, that's fine. So for some things like how to peel a banana or how to change your oil.
There's probably a video for that. How to peel a banana.
It's hugely popular.
Oh, okay.
It's massive to millions of views. No joke.
Excellent. I'll have to look it up.
It was really enlightening, actually.
I got one on getting the seeds out of a pomegranate, which was fascinating.
How to cut a watermelon. I want to know all that stuff. But anyway, for me personally, leveling up on my production quality has allowed me to begin to separate from the herd.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, that's visually different. Right. So it's a way to break through the noise and separate yourself. And so I think for creators, and whether you have a website or you're uploading content to Instagram or Facebook, wherever your content is, it's an opportunity to.
Well, I think you look more like an authority on a topic when it's polished and it's very high quality.
Well, it's true, and maybe we're all being conditioned to watch crappy videos, and if suddenly you see something that's stunningly beautiful, it's like, who is this guy? What is he doing? I want to know more.
Yeah.
We've been spending a little time with Chris Boylan. Chris, thanks for stopping by.
Sure, no problem.